Hi, Miss Eglin here. Today I wanted to talk about Class 44. This was the character emoji activity for the short story 7th grade. And for this activity, what you were supposed to do is highlight an emoji, okay, that represents the character, and then tell what the character trait is, and then use textual evidence to support your character trait. Okay, so this was 6 points, but really you were kind of doing 9 things here. So first of all, always remember, if you're in the document, you may have to click edit, so we'll let you edit the document. Sometimes you have to click open in the desktop app. Okay, so if you can't edit it, do those 2 things. Another thing I want to mention is we went over the directions in class, and there's also an example down here for you, but you also need to reread the directions to yourself, okay, to make sure that you are doing the correct thing. And if you forget, go back and read the directions. So it says, number 1, which emoji represents Victor's, Teresa's, and Mr. Bueller's character? Select and highlight Victor's emoji in blue. Select and highlight Teresa's emoji in pink. Select and highlight Mr. Bueller's emoji in green. In one sentence, write the character trait, which should be an adjective, for each character. Then in another sentence or 2, provide evidence why you chose that emoji or character trait for each character. So to make it a little bit easier for myself, I might even, type this, because that's going to be my character trait. And I can always click on this to unhighlight. That's just going to pop up. I'm going to click new color. No color. Okay, and that would be your adjective right here. Okay, so I can't do this unless I go back to the story and find my evidence. Now, could I paraphrase my evidence? Yes, but after looking at these, I think that the best thing to do would be to use your direct quote, okay? Because that would prove, what your character trait is. If you can't find a quote that supports your character trait, then it's not in the story, then you need to pick another character trait. Okay, so here's our example for Michael. Okay, Michael is insecure. Okay, how do we know this? Well, Michael decides from looking at pictures in magazines that scowling is the best way to get girls' attention. And here's the quote. I think it works, Michael says. He scowls and let his upper lip quiver. Okay, so a scowl is when your lip up, and it's kind of a mean look, and he's doing this to all the girls, okay, where it's really not the best way to get the girls to like him, but because of his insecurity, he sees this in one magazine and kind of generalizes that, since male models do it, that's something that girls like, because maybe they like these male models. Okay, so, and another thing too, whatever emojis you pick, you have to select over it and then kind of right click depending on whatever you pick. And don't forget too, there's an undo button here. Okay, so anything you do, you can click undo. Okay, and remember, this auto saves. To do this though, I would make sure I have the short story open in another window. Okay, so again, I would find the story, maybe have it over here on the online textbook, or have it, if you're using Common Lit, have it over here in another window, and then you can just, copy and paste from the text and put your quote over here. Okay, so if you finish this late, you're going to go ahead, return that to me, and then send me a chat and let me know, so I know to go back into class 44 and recheck this for you. Because when I go in on Sundays, if you don't have it, that's a 0. and I will put that in the grade book as INC, which means incomplete. So if you go back and do something late, you need to let me know, or I will not know to go ahead and check that. Okay, so if you have any questions about this, again, go back into the directions or send me a chat through Microsoft Teams. Okay, so this is 6 points. This will be on the second quarter grades. So let's start out by doing our work and, keeping up with everything, and then that will help us. Okay, this is not something you can just skip doing. And what we're doing here is TDA, text dependent analysis. Support your answers with, evidence from the text. Okay, thanks for watching. Have a great week.